everyone. I am back with my rags to riches. Now, I've gotten quite a bit of things done on here because I sold seeds. So I kind of mapped out his house and how I wanted it to look, although some things might change on it still. It's kind of basically how I wanted it. And I did that by selling the seeds that they get because those seeds are worth quite a bit of money, especially the rare ones. So he doesn't have a sink yet, so I'm gonna just throw that away. I don't know where he's gonna throw it, but he's going somewhere to find a garbage can. It ain't in his house because he doesn't have a garbage can yet. So I got to kind of give him a garbage can and a sink and stuff. He has no furniture, and we're down to like $1,000 now. So he doesn't make very. Oh, he does have a garbage can. Sorry, I forgot they do. They do have a garbage can, but he doesn't have a sink yet. So says he's tired, but he has to do this pre-work thing. He did get promoted today. Uh, we did get a computer for him. Yeah, he's got to study on his computer. Where do I got your computer now? Did I put it upstairs? Oh, I did. So I'll give you a quick look at what I've done on this house so far. Yeah. So the downstairs is this. I think will be the kitchen. Okay, this space here, and this will be kind of like a little sitting room, living room, entryway thing. And up here we have, this will be, I'm pretty sure I'm going to make this into the bedroom. And I may enlarge this and make this into the whole thing into the bathroom outside. Right now the bathroom's just this little space here, but I might change it around once I get a bed and everything in. I might just make this whole area the bathroom so I can use the new tub and the new shower and all that. And then he has a nice deck up here. This one's not screened in. Plus, he can go upstairs into this little round room, though I have no idea what I'm going to do in this little round room. Probably nothing. I mean, I guess it could be an art corner. Then he has this stairway coming out into his little backyard where he has his barbecue and a little table. The front yard, I haven't decorated yet, aside from some plants. There's room up here to put like a bench and maybe a chess table and maybe something else. I don't know yet. I want to put some rocks down below here. And I think I kind of want to change the size of this pond just to make this pathway a little bit wider. But it won't be changed that much, just a little bit. It's just a little bit too big for my space. So I'll make it a little bit smaller. So he really doesn't have much of anything. He doesn't even have a bed, so he's going to be sleeping outside again. And I mean, he likes to sleep outside, so that's fine. He could sleep up here on this deck this time. So there is room where he could expand up here, and we could make another room up here, which I might do, just so that he has more space. Like I might make like a living room or something up there, or who knows, maybe that'll be his bedroom. I'll think about it. Like, I don't think there's any way we could do the stairs going up there. Unless we did them right here. Or right here, going this way. I'll think about it. know what these two people are doing. They're just like steady road there. Are they lost or?
Oh, Barai.
Oh, they're just doing the fairy thing. Okay, I'm pretty sure he's finished doing that, so he can come and sleep. We're gonna have him sleep out here. So this is a little greenhouse I made. So they have a little greenhouse here. I still got more to do in here, but it's there. Then uh, he's gonna work from home today. So I redid all of this. Okay, he doesn't have a bathroom. Yeah, I know. Come here, and I guess I'm in a privy bush. She must be awake too then. She is. So I'm gonna have her shake for fairy dust. So I want to give them a stump for growing that magic tree for. Oh, she's. I think that's her final rank, actually. Yep, she's radiant. Yeah, radiant. Over max. Yes. Oh, she can make somebody into a fairy. I'm not sure that I'm in a hurry for that part. I do want to see what else there is that's more important to me. Um, reduces the chance of Wild receiving a spillover emotion when absorbing emotions. Expert regeneration. Wild gains more emotional force when regenerating force. An influenced Wild can manipulate their relationships with other Sims. Get a little boost in a relationship, building positively or negatively. That sounds good. I'm going to try that. All right, so she wants to have fun. Well, we get this guy to garden again.
You're big, Oxnoib.
So Wild has reached their final form as a rank 5 Radiant Fairy and received a Fairy ability point. They now have access to abilities like bringing gnomes to life, influence, sentiment, and transform into fairy on other Sims. Purchase these abilities and more in the fairy ability tree. Well, they can. Apparently, they can even absorb vampirism and change vampires into fairies. I wonder if they could do the same with werewolves. So right now I'm playing with these guys in this file, but eventually they're going to end up in my occult file. And in there, they'll do a lot of different things. So actually, I want to pick up seeds with him.
Oh, Washanoi. Labasane.
See what he has to do from work from home, because I don't know. All I do know is that he doesn't get paid much for doing the holistic healing. That needs to be increased quite a bit. Okay, where is he? I actually think some plants maybe fell out of here. Maybe not. Where are you? Oh yeah, you were using the privy bush. Okay, well you can eat quickly and get bison stew in here someplace. And let's see, we could work on this too. What do you need? Give cure of elixir to 5 to 3 other sims. Okay, so he has to cure another sim. Well, tomorrow we'll stay home and he can work. Craft 3 cures or elixirs. So we'll do that. What are you doing with that bowl? Where are you taking that bowl? I'm just gonna put it in the table in the backyard. I'm gonna have to tell him to take it and throw it away. We're gonna have to get him a sink soon. He's gonna be placing his stuff all over the place. Okay, so he needs to do some cures. Oh yeah, his stuff is in here. Okay. Craft. It doesn't matter which one, I don't think. So we'll do. I don't know if he has what ones he has, because most of his stuff is. We'll do another of these, because I know he doesn't have one because he used it. Yeah, get him to do that. Okay, now we'll deal with you. You need to have fun. Oh, there's more plant things on the ground. Yes, you can pick up some. We'll pick up some more for him.
Uh-huh. Duroy.
Cow plant sticking food out again. Cake out again. Okay, he can make another elixir. So uh, let's craft that one. Well, you're gonna have to come and feed this cow plant again. She's got cake out of his mouth again.
Ooh, Vinaza. Revolva? Huh? Ah! What's a dib? Dag dag. Oh, nay. Jum jum. Jum jum. Vamos. Oh.
I didn't know she had a fable still to do. So we'll do that after. Um, the fairy doesn't hear. Yeah, there is. So she can come and shake this for fairy dust. And you're probably done that. Yeah, you're done that. Okay, you got to do one more. So let's do this one. Although I think this one.
Oh. Uh,
No, he doesn't want to join the sports club.
ah.
It reminds me, he has to bring the
Calypso.
fairy to life. A
Huh?
plant. Yeah, a gnome to life. It's something he wants to do.
Yes,
So
quiz. Where's the shoe?
I guess she could do. She could go here and do the balanced thing. Craft. Uh, Balanced something. I think she wasn't high enough. I think that's why I haven't got it done yet. Let me see. Yeah, balanced mind. She needs to be level 6. Okay, so let's level some more of her crafting then. Because she needs to be level 6 to do that. Looks like he's got good luck going on today. Okay, so he's done his work from home. So let's have him go and bring this gnome to life. Let him do some gardening. And then we'll pick up these plants. These look like they can be evolved. So we'll do that.
Fernaka Leffy Minzo.
Okay. So you did what you wanted to do. He could fish from out here, I think. Go fishing. Oh, he can't do it from the dock? Well, that's sad. I thought it would look cute if he could go out here and, fish from here, but apparently not. But what we could try to do is make a lower dock that they go down to with stairs and fish from that. But he can fish there for now. Did you finish doing that? Okay, craft something else. Oh, there's bees there. What the heck? Craft that. Trying to get her levels so we can do that quest.
Maga.
I, why would you ask her that? Like, she barely knows you. Oh, yeah, go ahead, have a bunch of babies. No, I don't want to be involved in that. Thank you. So, I'm thinking these rocks might work if I took the ones that are in a straight row, put them in here, and then size them up. So, and those are debug rocks. So let me see. So BB dot show hidden objects and BB dot show live edit objects both have to be on if you want to get into the live edit. Okay, but those are also things you can use that are not going to affect trophies because they're just like any BB dot one you can use and it won't affect your trophies because you don't have to have cheats on. You just have to use the cheat thing to type in, but you're not really actually having cheats on. So for people who are worried about that, because I know a lot of people say, oh, I don't want to not be able to get my trophies. But for those ones, you don't have to worry about that. They don't affect your trophies. They have nothing to do with your trophies. Where are all the stones? Ah, here. So there's the one set of stones that does. I thought it was down at the bottom there, but I didn't see them. And why am I getting these like this? Like I already have been in here multiple times. So I don't know why I keep getting that, but I do. Okay, I am not seeing the stones that I want. So I wouldn't mind, like these ones here, they cost money for some reason. Like these are supposed to be like live edit stones and you cannot buy them. You can't buy them. So if they're live edit stones, they really should not cost money. They should be free. But for some reason, they're not free. Not sure why. But we'll put some here. I am probably going to be moving this pond a little bit just because I told you I want to make that spot more open. Okay, but I'm still not finding those stones that I'm looking for. Oh, here they are. So I thought maybe if I put these in here and just made them bigger. How would that look? No, if I make them bigger, they just float. No, they don't float. Okay, I just didn't have them down. Okay. And I don't know what else I would put in with them, but I could put grass. Yeah, I don't particularly like the way that looks, so probably won't be leaving that there. No, that's not going to work for me. Okay, there's a shrub. Let me find it. Oops. Like I thought about putting these, but they don't want to work in here either. So even when I shrink them, they just don't look like they belong in there. So no. This one? No, that's not the one. I don't know what these are. Something. I think it's this one, but there's a smaller version of it. Like if I do it like this, nobody's going to know that that spot is hollow there. Nobody except me and all of you people watching. But it's a choice. I mean, there are other rocks I can use because this game doesn't have the rocks I need. And I'm not even sure if the ones from Cats and Dogs will work in here, but we can try them. I thought I'm looking for something here. There, here. Maybe this one. Thought it would be cute back here. Maybe we could put it over here. And I thought we could put some kind of plant on it. So they do have plants in their inventory, their household inventory. They just need a pot. So I'm thinking we'll get one of the pots. One of these new pots. They won't let me put it up there. Well, that kind of really sucks, but I guess I can't use a shelf because that's not what I want. Oh well, we can actually put this one up there since we could just pan it up. See what it looks like if we make it bigger. The plant looks ugly when it's made bigger. It's too bad. Make it a little bit smaller, I guess. Then the plant might not look as bad. That's not sitting on the barrel. The other option is to take one of these plants that I like. Where is it? One of these. Put it here for now. As there is a planter like thing that we could use here. And we could put this on top of the barrel. Anything like that. Yeah, I did it again. I got sidetracked again. Okay, let's just go to this and let's just look for cats and dogs as well, because I know that there's stones in that one usually that I like. So let's get rid of this one now, just so it makes it easier to just have one to look through. Those aren't, these ones I think would work. So basically do whatever they're told. I mean, they don't really go with the color of that other rock, but rocks are never the same color anyway. That's just a myth. Then we can put some of these like this. And then I think that would look good like that. And thing is, we can use them down here all the way to the end, and then we can go down this way with some more. And we can even shrink them if we need to. There's also some rocks like this in base game that work. Don't know if they're as good as these ones, but... And maybe we could find something more gray to go here, because this one just like sticks out quite a bit. So I'm going to see what I can find here. Yeah, I might be able to use this one instead. Still not quite the right color. So either way, you're not really getting the right color, even if you do switch them out. So maybe the ones up above. That's the thing. I wish they made this debug thing a little bit easier to use. Well, now, see, that's giant, so that's no good to me. Just blasted me in the face. Okay, we're going to take this. We're going to do the sides at any rate. Like, if you put the rocks down here, it also makes it easier for putting plants in here after, because it's kind of hard to put a plant in here when it looks like it's floating. But if you've got the rocks down below, then the plant doesn't really look like it's floating. Like on console, I'm pretty sure that like with tool mod and everything, this is so much simpler on PC. But we don't have that, so we have to make do with what we have and try to make it look good with what we have. So I usually am happy with the outcome of everything when I'm all done, but it is quite the struggle sometimes to find what you need to make it look right. Like, I don't really want that high, so I'm probably going to have to shrink that down. Which means coming back into the menu, because in order to shrink that down, I have to kind of go down, leave the menu. All right, so if we take this and we put it over here now, you'll see that this just makes it look a little bit better. It can fit more down lower, and so it looks like it's actually, you know, It's not like dangling out. Like we could put this one all the way down over the fence and then put behind it. Oh, so continue. I'm gotta go back to, well, let's finish off with the stones first. Get that over with, and then we'll go back and do the rest. So we want stones that go all along here. They're not actually going to be seen. They just help with keeping this so that we can float the bushes properly. All right. Then we go back into back into here, but now we're going to switch it back to enchanted. And dumb cats and dogs. So now I want that shrub. That's not it. It's this one. And you'll see how it kind of just looks like a bush, like one hedge. Instead of, I'll probably move that mushroom thing around. Right now it's going to just stay where it is, but eventually I'm going to move it. So we could do this one, and we're going to raise that other one up out of that ground. We'll just put an extra one of this here because we're going to raise that other one out of there. So I use this bush because I tried other ones, and this one was the one that worked the best. So that's why I'm using it, and I'm overusing it apparently, but that's what I have to do. Maybe we can find some rock to go in there. Hmm. Okay, so this is why I say I want to make this pond smaller. So we're going to just move all this stuff over. Just put it here for now. I can put it back over there after, but for now we're just going to just move it a little bit out of the way so I can level off this pond here. Like, it's a really pretty pond, but I need it to move over because I need just that little bit more space here for a walkway. So I'm gonna try to put it like here. Okay, we're gonna put this over here. And the same with this stuff can all go over here for now. Like, pretty much all this stuff is debug, so I don't want to have to dig it all out again. That's why I'm like moving this over instead of like taking it out, like deleting it, because it's easier just to move it over than to try and find it again. So we need those moved. Okay, so the only way to do this will be to terrain tool it, flatten out that part of the pond. Um, yeah, so we're gonna make all this part of the pond a little bit higher. I mean, it kind of makes it lose a little bit of its pizzazz, but whatever. We'll just try and make it look a little like... So that leaves a lot more space for them to walk past there. And I probably still have to do some shifting around of those trees, bushes. These will have to be moved over a bit, like maybe there. This can go over by here. This can kind of go in here. All right. So this cornerstone doesn't really look very good, and it's got a funky look to the rocks for some reason. The coloring was off on that. So I think I'm just going to kind of try to place it on a different curve. Maybe here. Because the straight one's going to go over there. Like here someplace. We'll see. Somewhere like this at any rate. Okay, we have to make space here. I think this could go in more. Yeah, we're still got that raised area. Well, we'll just raise the terrain there to meet that. Okay, let's see what happens. Can we fix this now? It still looks very much like it's floating. I would prefer not to have that look. And I actually don't like the way those plants are looking there. Gotta move them down here for a minute. Okay, well, I want to make sure this path can go all the way around, so we're going to do that first. Okay, so now I think we can just like maybe smooth that terrain here. Like maybe that will help. Yeah, not exactly. Well, I might try throwing in some rocks. The reason I don't very often use rocks is because they charge me for them. Not sure why. Because I mean, this is debug. Debug rocks aren't supposed to cost anything. Yeah, I don't like that. Maybe we can use some of these here. These ones. See, that goes right up to the fence. That we don't want to have happen. But if we make them smaller, maybe? Something like that might look good. Sure, that looks better than trying to squeeze in a bunch of bushes here. Okay, let's see if we can get some more. Just as long as they can get past there, that's all I care about. But plus, I think I'm making that shorter, so they'd be able to get by it anyway. Was it this one or that one that I used? I don't know. Guess we can adjust them. Kind of like this with the piled stones. I like kind of crazy things, and those kind of look really cool. So I think that will work. We might have to move it down a little bit. More or less, I do like that. Might be able to get away with less of these this way by having these bigger now. So I think what I had planned on doing was pulling this over a little bit. I thought I had planned on doing this, moving this over by one, like that. Moving this over by one. And then I thought I could just shrink up this building by one. Gonna have to move these plant seeds. So else these little planters have to move. We can put them where they belong after. Because it's just going to need just that one space to make it work really well. Okay. All right. So now, just take this grass. I'm going to put it here. Let's just paint that. My time is almost up, so I'm just going to try to finish up this before, before it's time to quit. I think I am very happy with the way it's turning out. And yeah, what was I going to do here? Oh yeah, this bush here. We're going to pull that out and move this one into the corner more. Yeah. This one can go someplace else. Maybe we'll put it over here. Okay. This little tree. Yeah, I think it looks good. It's starting to really look good. Now we just have to get the interior done, really. The exterior, it makes me happy the way it is, so I'll probably just, well, I'll have to fill in here with these. Doggone, I forgot about that. I'm going to have to do that. So I guess you'll see that later. If I do it later, I might just do it off camera. You've seen how I do that anyway. Oh yeah, there was that stump. We wanted to move that. Well, I guess it's okay in there. It's just for decoration. It's not, doesn't serve a purpose or anything. It's for decoration. Yeah, that's okay for today. So thanks for joining me if you do, and I hope you enjoy the stream. Have a great evening.